that highbrow website of film criticism, Joe Bob's Drive-In Movie Review, says that the film we're about to see is one of the 10 best flicks to get nookie by. It's a film that is irresistible to women, Joe Bob tells us, and therefore you look cool if you take a girl to see it. He adds that it stars the rip-away bra queen of the 70s, Barbara Steele. It's unlike him to miss mentioning that the lead actress, Erica Gavin, was often to be seen in Russ Meyer's cult pictures about women with big breasts. But most of what Joe Bob says is true. The movie, called Caged Heat, or sometimes Renegade Girls, was produced by Roger Corman's notorious exploitation movie stable that kicked off the careers of Scorsese, Francis Coppola, and Peter Bogdanovich with Targets, his brilliant serial killer movie which we showed last year. The Corman pictures were male fantasy movies with regular female nudity and violence, but several, like this one, were made by anti-authoritarian young film teams who managed to mix bold ideas with the schlock. Caged Heat was produced by a woman, Evelyn Purcell, and written and directed by her then husband, a 30-year-old former publicity man called Jonathan Demme, who went on to make Something Wild, Stop Making Sense, The Silence of the Lambs, and the truly awful Philadelphia with Tom Hanks. In the pipeline is his adaptation of Toni Morrison's novel, Beloved. The cinematographer was Tak Fujimoto, who's done all the Demme pictures since, and who makes all the lighting decisions on the films. Many of Demme's later obsessions are here: feminism, leftist politics, the New York music scene. The film was scored by John Cale from the Velvet Underground. Clarice in Silence of the Lambs is more subtly portrayed than any of these women, and like many directors at the start of their careers, Demme is better with cameras than actors. But there's the same situation of women in peril, threatened by men, fighting back.
I ain't going anywhere with you.
No!
Come on, crazy!
No!
The best exploitation filmmakers realized that revenge, particularly women's revenge, such as in the film I Spit in Your Grave, made 4 years after this one, was a great way to stage lots of violent scenes, but make you still root for the perpetrator. And so it is here in the superior second half of this picture.
My name's Crazy, honey. What's yours?
Bernice!
2 choices, Bernice. Do what we say starting now, or say goodbye to the world.
I'll take the first.
In the first half, the sometimes hard-to-hear dialogue explains the women's righteous grudges and gives the film its basic political point of view. Don't you realize it was sex that put you behind bars, says Steele in her dream sequence, stealing to dress better for a man, fornicating, packing the pockets of women using pimps. All this is a bit obvious, I think, and you want them to get on with it. What I do like about the picture, however, is its perversity. Like the novels of Jean Genet, Caged Heat is very much about the sparky pleasures of same-sex prisons. The opening scenes where the girls seem to be sunning themselves, doing their lipstick, posing in the lovely landscape, or later when they get out of the van into the sun and pluck an orange, are deliciously ambiguous, with touches for me of the Garden of Eden before the fall about them. You seldom get this strange, dreamy, sexual tone in more posh, politically correct cinema, but it's here in the best scenes of Caged Heat and in the hilarious lesbian prison scenes in John Waters' film Hairspray. But better here, I think.